episode of the weekly Rogue Moon podcast. I'm
Hey.
your co-host, Rogue,
Hi,
and
I'm Moon. What's up?
today we're going to be talking about, some gaming news. There wasn't much, but we're going to cover a little. Then we're also going to get into some fan casting that we'd like to see for the DC universe. And then we are going to talk about both 5 games and movies that we think are overrated, that everyone's like, oh, they're so good. Fuck y'all. Y'all are wrong, respectfully.
Respectfully.
And then we're also going to discuss games and movies that people think are bad, that we're like, hey, you're wrong about that one.
Yep.
But basically today we're going to piss some people off because I got some hot takes.
Gaming and movie news, like nerd news in general, it was pretty slow the last week. So
yeah,
instead we're going to be talking about, stuff like that.
Gaming news it will always be kind of slow at times. It really only picks up kind of beginning of the year and then like beginning of like June.
Yeah.
It's usually like when like all the conventions and announcements are. So that's basically like, the more we do this, because we record it every Tuesday night, because it's coherent with our work schedules, and then we upload it on Wednesdays. So, we'll cover whatever we can. Geek news is going to be a little harder now with the whole strike going on.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be a lot harder because, the news is slowly just going to die down. Like, there's still stuff coming out because James Gunn's still kind of announcing everything. But with the kind of strike going on, obviously nothing's really being made. Hopefully it gets resolved soon, but, we'll just keep this going regardless because, there's a lot of shit we can talk about, a lot of takes we got, a lot of opinions,
Yeah.
We could cover. Like, regardless of the strike news, the news section will always be a part of every podcast, if there is any, regardless. This isn't going to stop. I know you 5 viewers are
really just eating this up right now. But,
yeah,
hey, you'll be here at the ground floor whenever we have, 5,000 viewers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't really care if no one watches it. I only do this for... when I record with them, I only do it for me.
This is for us. Yeah, this is just for us to look back on it and be like, we did some stuff,
Yeah, I like watching me and yours old streams of Fortnite back, in 2017 and shit.
I know. Things are simpler.
Yeah, I don't record this. I don't really give a fuck if we blow up or whatever. I don't care, personally.
Yeah. That's the attitude to have anyways, so.
Yeah, if it happens, cool. But personally, I just do this because I like, looking back at videos with my friends.
Yep.
But anyway,
that's why we do it.
Let's get into that. I think we're starting off with some gaming news.
Yes, I have some.
You got some. So, if you want to take it away?
So next week for releases anyways, the one I'm looking forward to the most, which 7 days from now exactly, so next Tuesday, so I might be able to play a little bit of it on the podcast, or before the podcast, but Remnant 2 comes out. Remnant from the Ashes 2 comes out, which is sick. That game looks amazing. It's basically Dark Souls with guns, but, not really, but kind of. That's, the easiest way to explain it, but it's deeper than that, I think. From Gunfire Games, I believe, or Devolver Digital. Hold on, let me get that right. Revenant 2 devs. Gunfire Games. Yeah, I was right. Cool. But that comes out. Other gaming news, Friday at SDCC, I believe is what it is. I do have notes, I swear. I do take notes sometimes. But at SDCC, we should be getting another Mortal Kombat reveal. So that'll be sick. If I can find the tweet, Ed Boon tweeted out. I do follow Ed Boon on Twitter, so I try to stay... Oh, it was the Mortal Kombat account. Yeah, it just says, forward into a new era at SDCC. Join us Friday for a panel you won't want to miss. So at this panel, it's probably pretty likely that we're going to get some more reveals. Whether it be new cameo fighters, new main roster fighters, maybe story details. That would be nice. Yes, I want a like arcade pack that just comes with all the mini games, like Kart Combat and the Tetris Combat and stuff like that.
Yes.
Bro, release that shit for like 19.99 and people are gonna eat it up. Like,
literally like a remastered pack of Deception, Armageddon, and fucking Shaolin Monks. Who gives a fuck about Deadly Alliance?
I like Deadly Alliance. That's where we got Zombie Liu Kang, brother. And Zombie Liu Kang was goated, especially in Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Yeah, I know, and he's goated in Armageddon.
Yeah, we got him in Armageddon. We don't.
Listen, Deadly Alliance was my first Mortal Kombat, so that game holds a nice little soft spot in my heart. Oh, mama, yeah, I'm gonna cry about it.
Terrible.
But I mean, Deception's the goat of the 3D games. I think. I mean, Armageddon is the best, but Deception walks so Armageddon could run, especially with the story mode. Which I didn't realize it until today because I was going back through MK11 beating some of the old like arcade towers, and Taven and Dagon are in Reign's ending. He kills them. So technically they have had a shout out since Armageddon. It just sucks that they die. I know, right? Rip in peace the homies.
Why would he kill him? Dagon, I remember, he was.
Do you want the lore or do you not care? Because I got the lore.
Let's get on with the podcast.
Okay. I think that's really it for gaming news. There's really not a lot. Oh, yeah. No, that's about it, I think.
Yeah.
There's really not that
Yeah,
much to happen. Not that I'm privy to, anyways.
Technically, we can get into the whole case between Xbox and that. No one cares about that. No one.
Actually, what happened with that? Did the deal go through?
Yeah, Activision or Microsoft owns Activision Blizzard now, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's definitely a big gaming news.
Yeah.
Hold on, Xbox deal, Activision. Let me look up some more details.
Let's just keep going. We can discuss this next podcast because it's all
Yeah,
okay.
I'll have to research this. I can already tell.
It went on for like days, and a lot of stuff of like plans they were gonna do was revealed, and like even future games that are coming out. So that's like that would be probably like next podcast or the podcast after. Like that's a whole
Yeah.
big set.
We're gonna have to research that.
Yeah. So,
Oh, the boys did a crossover with Call of Duty right now. It's going on.
yeah.
Which-
I've listened to some of the voice lines. I don't know if you heard any, but like they're cheesy as hell.
They don't sound like Anthony Starr. I don't know if he did hit the VO for it or not, but it doesn't sound like him. Or if they did, something went wrong with the mic or something. Because I've watched a little bit of the show. I read the comics, but I have more experience with the comics than the show. But I've seen clips of the show, and I've started watching season 1. But it doesn't sound like Anthony Starr did the voice for it. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong.
Some of the clips sound like fucking like Marvel, like everyone shits on Marvel for some of the lines. That's what some of them sound like. Like, is that all you got?
There's a lot of just like I don't know how you would do it. Like especially like if you're like getting shot at, the only thing you can really say is like taking fire. There's no really like way to like say that in the boys way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean like I kind of figured. I mean, there's no way they can really do this with like.
There are some good references though in the voice lines.
Yeah. There's no way they can really do it with like any character, not just the boys, but like any crossover character.
Yeah, like how the fuck were they supposed to do that with Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? You know what I mean? Like,
it's gonna be cheesy, but there's like it happens.
like if you go down, like he goes like, how the fuck did this happen? Or like he'll be like, I need some milk because he likes his mama's milk. Still.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's like ridiculous how much each of those packs cost.
It's $20 per pack.
Yeah, that's
I did buy the Homelander pack because you know.
I'm not paying $20.
This is the first good crossover Call of Duty has had in this game. So, and I'm a huge boys fan. I like the comics a lot. So.
I was about to say, hold on. We talking Call of Duty in general? I mean, Snoop Dogg.
Bro, if we're talking Call of Duty in general, you got like Ghostface, Rambo, John McClane, all the ones I missed because I didn't play Cold War during its prime, which I kind of regret because Cold War, in my opinion, is pretty underrated. Cold War is pretty good.
That's a topic for later.
If that is a topic for later.
But games we've been playing this week, I also forgot to mention that. What have you been playing?
I'm playing a lot of Dying Light 2. I got back into that. Really fun, honestly, especially if you play it with a friend. It's really good. It's really good. Going around, the parkour system is pretty top notch, especially since they just added in a brand new update, which, Dying Light news, I guess. They added in a new update where it makes the parkour physics more realistic, so like your momentum flows better. Like you keep your speed now, instead of it being like floaty. Like there's realistic and there's assisted. Assisted is floaty, where you have more time to react, you have more time to like grab on the ledges and stuff like that, but realistic is faster. So it's like you don't have that safety net, but you keep your momentum when you're doing swings and all this other stuff. So that's pretty cool. Funny story about it, actually. I was playing with my buddy Dougie, which we'll have to have him on here at some point. I think that'd be fun. But there's a part in the first act, so this isn't really a spoiler, where you kind of hit a wall where it's like in the main quest where it's like go help some NPCs, go do some side quests. And the first side quest, we got an innocent man hung on purpose. And the second side quest, we told someone that was suicidal to jump off the roof. And then we go back to this NPC, and she's like, "Thank you for helping my people. Now I'll help you." And we just fucking died because all we did was get her people killed. And she's like, "Well, thank you. I'm so grateful." And it was just the juxtaposition was hilarious. Other than oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, it reminds me of when me and you first played online together, Red Dead.
Yes, Red Dead Online. That stream is a classic, bro.
Yeah, we were like, well, let's just see what happens, and I just fucking shoot the lady.
I know, cause I love how my guy was like sitting there like, you know, you have your guns ready, and then my guy's like, "Let her live," and I start putting my gun into the air, and you're just like, "Nah, we're shooting this bitch."
Okay.
I wish they would have supported Red Dead Online like they did GTA Online.
Yeah, they also did that with the first fucking Red Dead Online.
Yeah, they didn't support it at all. If they would have added in like more careers to Red Dead Online, or the ability to like buy property, like build my own ranch or something like that, it could have been a success just like GTA Online. Okay, you gotta stop doing that. I don't want to get demonetized. Not that we make any money off of these, but
yeah, I better be getting my fucking share of 2 cents.
Yeah, do you want to hear? Next time I see you, I got you. Like, here's a dime. That's all we made.
Yeah.
I'm still making money off of Siege videos, though. I made $4 last week.
I'll frame it. Our first dollar we make off this podcast, let's frame it. $2. I'll frame it right there. Where I did have a picture hung up, which I should re-hang up a picture there. So
yeah.
But
I don't care about my background. One of these days, I'll hook up the green screen.
It was baseball, even though it wasn't the team that I like. It was still some baseball, and that's pretty cool.
Nice. Well, you're a Dodgers fan, aren't you?
Yeah. If you like any other team, you suck. Just kidding.
I'm not a big baseball guy, so don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. I'll start a fucking sports cast without you.
I've also been playing a lot of Warzone because the boy stuff came out, and speaking kind of like as a segue, but in there you have you can pick up like VOT crates that give you superpowers. So you have like laser eyes, electrical discharge, super jump, shit like that. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. I laser beamed a helicopter out of the sky and got a quad kill. That's pretty dope. Oh, I've been playing BattleBit Remastered, brother. That game has taken off. That's like one of the most watched games right now is BattleBit Remastered. Which, are you looking it up? Yeah, it's like Battlefield 4, but with Roblox graphics. Like, the graphics are awful, but the game is so much fun because they have open proximity mics and death mics. And I can't tell you how many times I would just like run around a corner and there's like a bunch of dead guys and I'm playing as a medic and I just hear medic, medic, and then I'll just start touching them up, reviving them, like, "Thanks, Dad." And it's like, "I got you, son." And the death mic, I killed someone with my with the mine because I heard my mine go off, and I just hear from like 2 floors below me in this building, just this enemy go, "Fuck, fuck." So no, it's a blast, and it's pretty cheap too. Okay. What have you been playing?
Well, loaded up my old PS2. I've been playing I play Deception actually.
Oh, nice.
I play the Conquest mode of that, but right now I'm stuck on the fucking tutorial because you're supposed to air juggle fat ass Boraicho, and and fucking like this dude, like I can't juggle him. Like I can do the move, you kick him up, and then you're supposed to hit square 3 times. I hit it 3 times, and it just doesn't count. So
Are you
I
hitting
don't
it
know
fast
how-
enough?
Yes, I am literally
You
shoving
hammering
my
those
finger-
buttons?
Literally, like yeah. And so I'm just like, I honestly at this point give up. Like yeah, I don't really care enough to try and go any further. I'll try it one more time. If not, I'll just move on to Armageddon because.
Isn't that
I
weird
know.
how, like, we did that shit as kids pretty easily, but now as an adult with, like, a more developed gamer brain and gamer hands, it's like, why is this not working? Like, I'm trying to go
I
through
don't
the
know.
Crash Bandicoot games, and it's like, I don't know how I beat these as a kid. I really don't.
No, I know it's broken, but and then so played a little Star Wars Episode 3 for the PS2. Pretty fun. Some old Lego, some old childhood games.
Nice,
Star Wars.
nice.
I don't have. I've been working on my PS2 collection again. Trying to get MLB Slugfest. That's pretty good. That's like baseball with like there's like powers. Like you throw a fastball, but it's on fire.
Damn, that's sick.
If you're like running to the base and like say I'm playing and I'm running to the base and then you're the pitcher, like your defense,
Mm-hmm.
and you throw the ball to first base, I could like press a button and tackle you and be counted as safe. We should play it next time.
Yeah, next time I come
maybe.
over. Mhm.
I gotta get it though.
Oh, you don't have it?
I already checked the store near where we live.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and obviously their prices are stupid as fuck, anyways. And I already checked there; they didn't have it, so I'm just gonna try and get an eBay lot because I'm also working on the Medal of Honor ones because those were good childhood games.
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty, those were fun as a child, but I don't know. I didn't like the PS2 ones were fun, playing it with my brother and whatnot. But I like Medal of Honor better on the PS2.
Yeah.
Hot take. But I'm also working on trying to get my James Bond games, the Backyard Sports games. Those were fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got all the Star Wars games, so that's done.
You have every Star Wars game?
Yeah. for
Really?
PS2.
Oh, for PS2.
Yeah.
Damn. You are a big Star Wars nerd, so.
Yeah, it ain't much though. And then every Mortal Kombat.
Bro, I gotta
I
come
don't
over and
really-
we gotta watch the sequels. I don't want to watch them alone.
Oh yeah. I'll get it. We could record that because I'll get drunk and
Yeah, a day we're both free, just get super
Yeah.
drunk and watch the sequels. Yeah, that's content right there.
I couldn't do it.
Can't do it
But-
sober.
Yeah, I couldn't do it sober. They're terrible. Ooh, yeah, that's a whole podcast and me ranting on those.
Yeah, we gotta do a Star Wars themed podcast where we just talk everything Star Wars.
Yeah, been playing a lot of Fortnite ranked.
Really ranked Fortnite?
Yeah.
I mean, sick, I guess.
Yeah, it's dumb as hell, dude. So you only play one match to get placed, and
Wow.
I literally, first place, 14 kills.
Damn.
I got like bronze too. and literally, and like I did it like I guess when they first came out, I got like 5 kills. I placed like maybe 20th. I got gold 3.
Wow.
It's
Yeah, I don't know
so
how that
dumb.
works.
No, it's literally dumb. I don't even know how the rank system works. I don't know what it's based on because I get kills and I place high and I barely go up.
It's better than Siege's current rank system.
Yeah,
My
I don't
opinion.
know. But I've been playing that, and yeah, I think that's about it. I've just been trying to get into old PS2 games. I hopped on my Xbox, looked at what 360 games they have on the Xbox, and they got some good ones. They got like a huge sale going on now because mid-year. But I'm gonna just buy some old 360 games as well. Even though I got a 360, I just if they're cheap on there, it's better than just buying the disc.
Yeah. Do you own a copy of Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah.
I've been looking for one so hard.
I
but I just can't find them.
Dude, I literally just saw one at the store the other day.
Oh, really? Was it extremely overpriced?
I didn't check the price.
Oh.
I was like, I already got it. I think it was for the PS2.
Damn it, I need one for the 360.
I mean,
But I can check. I can go over there.
yeah.
But, yeah, we're trying to knock a DDoS, so let's leave
Yeah.
location details out of this.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, not too much going on in the gaming side this week, I think.
Yeah. It's kind of hard with work, girlfriend, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, girlfriend.
Hey, man.
I know.
It took me X amount of years not reveal my age either. We ain't gonna get into that either.
Yeah,
but,
truthfully, I'm still not over my breakup, so it'd be like that.
Hey, man, she's amazing.
Hey.
Shout out to her. Can't not saying her name either.
You talking about my ex, or you talking about your girlfriend?
My girlfriend.
I was gonna say, I was like, switching sides? Switching sides.
No,
Whatever the
didn't
Black
even-
Ops meme is. You didn't,
never
did
let
you?
You never let me meet your
I
girlfriend.
didn't.
Understandably.
It
but-
wasn't that I didn't want you to meet them. It was more of just like the schedules never lined up.
Yeah, that's fair.
That
I didn't
happens a
meet
lot.
your girlfriend anyways.
That's fair. I've made mistakes. You can't all bat at 100, kids. You just can't.
Hey, I'm batting at 100 right now.
That's true, and I hope it stays that way. I really do.
Yeah, she's sick.
She a gamer?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. That's all you need. I
Yeah.
like her already.
Yeah, she totally has not kicked my ass 3 times in Mario Party. But
Bro, I've never won a game of Mario Party. I've lost every game I've ever played.
I swear to God, she's got to be like a pro player, like on some dude. She like did like the fucking like parent like playing with your kid, like our first date, like we go to dinner, and then we go back to her place. We play Mario Party, and like I'm winning. So I'm like, oh yeah, I can. And the entire way of like to our house, I'm talking so much shit.
Talking mad shit.
Oh yeah, I was like, I'll try and take it easy on, and I'm winning. And I swear to God, like out of nowhere, she comes and beats me, like Thanos beat the Hulk in the beginning of Infinity War.
Just throw traps, you just whoosh.
Dude, she knocked my ass out, and I was like, what the hell just happened?
Damn. You flipped the switch. She
Bro,
in
I
the
swear
goblin
to
mode.
God, she was like toying with me.
She's like, I'm gonna let him win in the first half, and I'm gonna get him in the second.
And she literally did that, like, I think the third or second time we played. And I'm like, who? Like, how?
It's like, who are you? What?
Yeah, like, I think literally I think it was the second time we played, I was winning. Literally the entire game. And then when they do the bonus stars, she came out of nowhere and then just gets them all and wins.
I hate the bonus stars, bro. I've been cheated out of every single win I've ever been up for.
She's like a pro.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's insane. I shouldn't talk so much shit, but I'm gonna keep talking shit until I
Yeah,
win.
that's what you do. You just talk shit until you win. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Winning's all that matters. Remember that. Obviously. Also, I like the shirt. The NF shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I just realized you're wearing. Yep. Pretty sick.
Oh, yeah.
Had to make a little side note. I know that's not really podcast related, but nice. I have that. Is that signed?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't see it. Damn. So did you do like a meet and greet or something?
Now, me and Reese.
You can say Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were gonna go to. He was in a state near us. But it was like you had to buy either the album or the vinyl, and that was the only things he would sign. You couldn't take any pictures, videos, nothing. And we're like, do we really want to drive like 4 hours to and from, like 4 hours there and back?
Damn.
And as much as both of us wanted to meet him, we were like, that's not worth it, we finally got a day off. Like, I still was like, I still debated when he said no. I was like, you know.
Oh well.
Like, yeah, well, I went to his concert last year. It was sick as hell. I was gonna go this year, but I was supposed to go to Disney at the beginning of July. But some family stuff happened, and we pushed it back to October.
Nice.
So,
I've
we're still
never
going.
been to a concert ever.
Oh my god. Next time NF's concert, because I think all of his are sold out that are around here. But next time he has another one around here, we gotta
go. Yeah.
Dude, his concert was. We were in the pit. I think we only paid like 168, which ain't too bad
For both? Or per?
Per.
Damn.
But we were in the pit, dude. It was sick.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to go. Now, do you want to get into the movies?
Oh yeah. You want to start a show?
I'll start with one, because this is where we lose all the people that have watched up until this point. We're going to be talking about some movies that we think are overrated, that maybe get a little bit too much love. So for starters, for me, this is a classic, some would say, but I'm not a huge fan of Back to the Future. I think it's extremely cliche. I think it's super predictable. I think the characters aren't that interesting.
Dude tries to bang his mom.
Yeah, dude tries to bang his mom. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
He's trying to be his own dad.
Yeah, for real.
How does that work? What kind of the Flash level time paradox does that cause?
He wasn't even stuck in a washer either.
Exactly. And if they're not stuck in a washer or under the bed or something, what's even the point?
Yeah.
That's all I really have to say about it, though. Honestly, I think it's just cliche. It's over. I should turn off my alerts. I know. The amount of recordings I have to restart, like all my scripted videos, because my phone goes off, is pretty incredible. It really is. But yeah, just cliche, predictable. Yeah. I can see why people like it. Like, it is a feel-good movie, you know? Like, you just watch it if you just want to have a fun time. But I don't think it's that interesting. And it's hard to do a time travel movie good. It really is. The Flash seasons, like, 2 through, like, 6 prove that.
No.
3 through 6?
Yeah.
3 through 6. I know there was at least one good season.
But 1 and 2 were really good. 3 was okay. I think everyone really likes that season because Avatar is cool. Don't get me wrong, but like his explanation, even though they literally like sit down and baby feed it to you, it still doesn't make sense. It literally, like, I don't care who you are, it doesn't make sense. It does not. No, don't try and sit down and explain it to me. They explained it to me, and guess what? It don't make a lick of sense.
No.
Still cool though. I ain't gonna complain, but I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be honest. I only watched season 1 and season 2, so I have no idea like what 3, 4, 5, whatever is about.
1 or 2 are peak. 3's like good. It's not terrible. It's got some good moments, some bad moments. 4 is when it's kind of starts to dip off. The villain's cool, but kind of. So it's the thinker for season 4. But like halfway, he keeps switching bodies, so it's a different actor. Like it's his mind in different characters.
Yeah.
And then eventually goes back. If they just kept the original actor for him, which he did an amazing job, if they just kept him the entire season, it would have been so much better. I get it, it made sense story-wise, but it would have been so much better if he was just the villain all the way through. Instead of like the different people that betrayed him because he was in their bodies. And then season 5 was trash, 6 was trash, 7 was trash, 8 was trash, 9 was trash. There was like a few good episodes of each of those seasons, but overall terrible. I don't care who you are. Think it's good, you're wrong.
Damn. I thought it only ran for like 7 seasons. It ran for 9?
Yeah.
Damn. I really am just out of the loop with it, I guess. I didn't like the CW shows are just a lot to keep up with. There's so many episodes. There's so many.
The only good one that hasn't had a bad season yet is Superman and Lois.
I've heard extremely good things about that, actually.
It's really good. The budget's even like they are putting so much more production into this. But the only thing that I don't like is they changed the actors for one of the kids. But that's because the dude left for like personal reasons, which I get it. You know, it wasn't like anyone's fault. The dude had some stuff going on. He left. But I like the original actor. The new one's still good. I just personally prefer the old one.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, there's no complaint I really have against the show.
Do you know if like any of the seasons are on like Netflix or something? Because I actually might
think
start
they're-
watching
I
that.
think they're all on HBO Max.
Oh,
Speaking of,
I do have HBO Max.
Flash is also on there if you want to.
Yeah, good. Now that I know that like the ending is trash.
No, I'll watch it and just skip to the Michael Keaton scenes.
Oh, I thought you meant the show. The movie's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I think I know what I'm gonna watch. You're gonna get a text at like 3 a.m. and it's just gonna be like, this movie's trash.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm gonna warn you. But the Michael Keaton stuff, dude, you're gonna love it.
I know. I miss the
It's
Michael Keaton Batman.
It's literally like a minute in total if you like piece together every scene of like. I mean, like he has a lot more screen time, but I'm talking about like his action sequences, like put together, it's like maybe a minute at the most. But
I mean, he is getting old.
yeah, but it's still really. It was. Oh my god. But you want to continue with your list, or shall I start mine?
We can take turns. You can do one.
All right. Well, I know you agree with me on this. Thor. I think every single one of the Thor movies is overrated and terrible. I mean, well, like obviously the first two, everyone hates them. But
I don't like that they made Thor a joke. He's not like a serious character anymore. He's a fucking joke.
Ragnarok and Love and Thunder were terrible. They were god awful. They weren't even remotely funny. Ragnarok was like the better one of the two. It had like a
I will say that.
moment, but overall it was they're terrible. I mean, even Christian Bale did so good as Gore. Yeah, it's like Gore.
Yeah, Gore the God Butcher.
Like, it sounded weird, but yeah, he did such an amazing job just for them to tear that movie apart. I mean, like, I feel like the Natalie Portman stuff, Jane Foster, I forgot the character's name. I feel like that would have been cool, but it just kind of felt out of place for the fourth movie because she was just like completely absent for the third movie.
Yeah, the time skip was weird.
But like also in the third movie, like if you watch it, there's no way you can even properly put her in that movie anyways. So it just felt out of place regardless because I mean there's no way they could have built it up even with the third one. The third one you would have had to completely restructure the whole movie.
Yeah.
So
it was just
I mean, I'm not saying like, you know, like obviously the whole Jane Foster becoming Thor, like that happened in the comics. I expected it to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that the character's there, but I think, yeah, it's weird for her just to be absent for the third movie, not even get name dropped or mentioned or anything.
I think she got mentioned once.
Yeah, maybe my ex or something, like something like that. But for her to be absent and then all of a sudden she's just back with all these new powers and
it just
stuff.
like felt so out of place. But I mean, like again, they would have had to restructure the third movie in order for it to fully make sense.
And it's like, I think there are a couple good jokes in each of those movies, but I just don't. Thor is supposed to be one of the big three. You know what I mean? Of like Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor, the big three. He's supposed to be one of the most serious characters, one of the most well-developed characters and stuff like that. But they made him into a joke. They made him like, haha, he's fat now, because that's still funny.
I mean, like, yeah,
but like,
sense, you know, he finally got depressed after losing so much people and all that. Like, I get it, but it was also like, come on, like, I just thought those movies are terrible. Everyone loves them. I think like they always put them in like the top of the Marvel movies. I think they're like, I honestly think the first two, I'd put them above that one. Like those aren't good movies either, but honestly, at like maybe just out of pure spite, I'd put them above.
I mean, honestly, I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I don't like the comedy in Marvel movies for the most part anyways. I think there's a couple characters that should be comedic, like there should be comedic relief, but not every character should be cracking jokes.
Yeah. Like even Nick Fury's doing it, but like his is thankfully not on the nose as much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his is more kind of like sly and like it works for his character. But like some of them, it's just like, dude, shut the fuck up, shut up, shut up.
Yeah, like once again, Thor. It's like you were supposed to be one of the most serious characters, and he's constantly making jokes and stuff, and it's just like, why? I miss like phase 1 of Marvel when things were treated seriously.
Yeah. Now, I
Like
mean,
phase 1 and 2.
Now they just know regardless it's gonna sell, so it doesn't really matter what they do with it.
Yeah, I'm just glad that Moon Knight was spared. Moon Knight was mostly serious. There was a couple jokes where I'm like, this doesn't need to be here, but they did a good job with my favorite character, so that made me
I'm
pretty
hoping
happy.
Spider-Man 4 is as good as I think it's gonna be.
I hope we get a
I
real
mean,
boots on the ground Spider-Man's movie.
I mean, dude, the little final swing at the end of the movie where he made his own suit,
Hmm.
it looks so sick.
It does
I
look sick.
hope- But yeah, all right. What's your next overrated movie?
Let me look at my list here. Grease. I hate Grease so
I
much.
I agree with that. I personally I don't really like musicals. I don't get the appeal of Grease. Like, I mean, I'm not saying like I get like I see why people like it. I just personally like.
I think that time period is highly romanticized when it wasn't all that great in the first place anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's literally like segregation.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, there's like segregation, fucking spousal abuse, war. But people like watch Grease and they're like, "Oh, isn't love so nice?" I'm like, "This was not a loving time. Stop
Literally
it."
The whole civil rights movement, like the amount of people that like die from that, like God. So I like that's my main thing is I love history and I can't even think of like where like
What is it, like the 50s or 60s? I can't find any redeeming qualities in that time period.
Emmett Till, like people were fighting for their rights. Like it was a terrible time. I mean, obviously, like, depended on who you were, and it wasn't too bad for you. But that's because we're terrible people.
But you can get one of those milkshakes with the 2 straws in them, so that makes it great.
70 cents.
Yeah, you can get a burger for a nickel.
Yeah, like it's so dumb. It's just,
I know, but I don't like the music in it. I will say John Travolta kills it, but everybody else does not act very well.
John Travolta.
Also, I like John Travolta. He hasn't done anything good recently, but I like him in Pulp Fiction, so.
I forgot he's bald now.
That's so just off the cuff as I forgot he's bald now.
I know, it's just like I was watching a Super Bowl with my dad, even though I don't really care about football. But I just they did a Grease commercial, and I was like, "What the fuck did he get bald?"
Grease is so bad they did a spin-off show about like the Pink Ladies, I think is what they're called, and it got canceled like immediately.
I saw that and I was like, "There's no way that's even gonna be remotely good." Like, speaking of baseball, I don't know. We weren't even talking about baseball, but
Good segue. Good segue.
yeah, they made a spin-off show of like a really good baseball movie with Tom Hanks, and I can't think of anyone else in the movies. A League of Their Own. It's a really good baseball movie. It's like a woman's all baseball team. It's really good. They made a spin-off show. I heard the show's good. I haven't given it a watch because I don't really watch shows anymore. It's just hard to keep up with so many. I just kind of finish what shows I've been watching for years, and then eventually I'll start a new show once they, finish it. I just can't keep up anymore. I just go to the movies, whatever. But I haven't started. So I mean, I heard people say it's good, but like, you can't ruin a classic. You can't ruin a classic. League of Their Own.
That's all Hollywood does now is ruin classics.
Yeah. But I mean,
Let's be real.
Supposedly it's good. I don't even know how they could make a TV show, but they made it work apparently.
We gotta celebrate Barbenheimer if we can.
Oh my god, yeah. I'll put on my suit.
Hold on, when is Barbenheimer?
Yeah. It's next weekend.
Barbenheimer.
Next weekend.
I know, I just want to see if I'm off on that specific day.
But yeah,
And as kind of overrated movie that kind of segues from Grease to mine would be The Breakfast Club.
Never seen it.
Look, I watched it, and like I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I just I don't get the hype. Like I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I just also overrated doesn't mean we completely hate it. I mean, for the Thor movies, I did, but like I don't hate The Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
I just don't.
overrated can still be like a good movie that maybe just gets too much love, but they can still be a good movie.
Yeah, like I did have a bad take on our last podcast about Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like it was like I had said just because it's long doesn't mean like
It's good.
Yeah, that was like a terrible take. The more I thought about it, I was like, I mean, there's a lot of long movies that are really good, so that really makes sense. But I mean, basically, I just felt like, you know, he had to explain so much in his movie for it to be like coherent. Like he could have just split it up, you know, did some stuff different. You know, it was too early for a Justice League movie, anyways. Like they probably could have done like a few solo movies beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of all the build up in a 4-hour long movie. Like a superhero movie should not be 4 hours.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Endgame, it made sense. You know, it would make sense for a Justice League movie. Like, you know, again, like how Endgame was. Like, I know it sounds like I'm a Marvel defender, but like Endgame, like, you know, it made sense. It was like a build up of like 10 fucking years of movies. Like it made sense.
Yeah.
If DC did the same thing, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. But like a 4-hour movie, and it's like the 4th movie to be released in that universe. Like that doesn't make
DC wanted to cash in early on that money. That's what it was.
So it was. I had a terrible take, but here to right my wrongs.
Right my wrongs.
Still overrated movie, but I mean that's not even part of my list that I have. But yeah, Breakfast Club, it's good. Don't get me wrong, I liked it. I just don't get the hype. Like, I mean, what's so great about this movie? Like, genuinely, like, why does everyone like this movie so much?
I know, I hear people refer to it as a classic all the time, but I personally haven't seen it, so I'm not going to comment on it.
I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's just like, it's okay. It's not terrible. It's just like I watched it and I was like, so that's it? Like, that's what all the hype was?
What's your next one?
Oh, my next one after Breakfast Club, where should I start? I got 3 more. I should have segued. Alright, Matrix.
Ooh, that one. Which one? Because I think the first 2 are really good.
I just like, again, I get the hype. I understand like how those movies, like people like them. I try to get into them. I can't. Like, I mean, like, yeah, the concept's cool, but it's just like, come on.
It's just like, come on.
Like, I tried watching them. Yeah, the first 2 they're good. The third one's like, the 4th one's god awful. I don't know. Also, the 4th one, like, I've seen John Wick, and like, yeah, there's certain scenes where Keanu Reeves, like, it just doesn't look like he knows how to do the sequence, like the fight sequence, and it really felt like that in The Matrix. Like when they were doing his fight scenes, I was like, did you like even try? Like I can't, you know, like I couldn't do any better. But like I'm watching the 4th Matrix movie, I'm like, what the hell is happening?
I haven't seen it because I knew it was going to be bad, and I was like, I want to keep my Matrix love intact.
Yeah.
That's a common tactic I do, is if I know a new like Hollywood sequel is coming out and I know it's going to be bad, I just don't see it. So then I never have to live with that.
it was like Christmas Eve, and my dad was like, you want to watch a movie? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, dude, the cat scared the fuck out of me. I saw like a little head rise. I was like, what the hell is that?
Oh. That's my kitty.
Yeah, I just, like, again, I don't hate the Matrix franchise. I just, like...
it's just not for you.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say bad about the Matrix is it giving birth to, like, the conspiracy theory guy who's like, we're living in the Matrix, man. that guy, that thinks everything's a simulation, that kind of little not there. Everybody knows someone that's like that.
Yeah.
Like crazy uncle, maybe crazy grandpa, but giving birth to that type of person, and the phrase "we're in the Matrix," that's pretty bad. But other than that, I actually like the Matrix movies quite a bit.
Yeah.
I like Keanu Reeves. I like most Keanu Reeves movies, even though I haven't seen John Wick 3 or
I
4. I need to see them.
I don't think he can act.
I mean, I don't think he acts very well, but I like his action movies. I think he does action very well.
Yeah, I don't think he's perfect for action because you don't really even need to act in action, but like he can't act. I'm sorry. Like I've watched the John Wick movies and like I understand what his character is supposed to be, but like him just be like, yeah.
I also feel like the John Wick movies don't give him a lot of room to even like show off his chops, because mostly you're just being angry.
Yeah, but like a lot of movies I've seen of him, I just like, I mean, maybe I haven't seen the right ones. It just doesn't feel like he can act. Great guy. Can't act. Neither can I.
Also, if I'm yawning a lot, it's because we record these at like midnight, so I'm kind of tired. But my next one, trying to think of one. I did not make a full list. I did not come prepared.
But I did. So let me go ahead and
Actually, I kind of have one. This movie's still good, but I think Avatar is pretty overrated.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Like, I really like it. Mostly, I think the video game that they made, like...
Talking about the older one, like on the 360?
Yeah, because I like...
I know what I'm talking about.
No, I think that was like... Right, I think 2009, 10-ish was kind of like the last year of them making... Every time a movie came out, they made a video game for it.
Yeah, like really bad video game
Yeah.
adaptations.
I think there's some really good ones that come out of that, personally. But yeah, that one was really fun.
For the movie, I think it's a pretty generic action movie, but at the time the visuals really sold it, right? But that isn't going to hold up forever. So whenever you take away the good visuals and you're just left with like the script and the writing and stuff like that, it's a pretty generic movie.
Yeah, I mean the fact that there's gonna be four more.
Generic doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of like classic Rambo movies and classic like Stallone and Schwarzenegger movies, like Commando, stuff like that. Those are really generic movies, but they're cheesy and they're still good. You can still have fun with them. You can still watch them and enjoy them. So I'm not saying Avatar is bad, because I do enjoy Avatar. I haven't seen the new one, but
Yeah, 3.5
it's
hours long.
It's 3.5. Why are movies so long now?
It's James Cameron, dude. He's making like 3 more of these movies for no reason. The last one comes out at like 2027 or 2030 or something like that. It's ridiculous.
On this current schedule, but it could be pushed back.
No, yeah, they already pushed it back. It was supposed to come out, like, the next one was supposed to come out in 2024, 5, and 6, and then they pushed it back or whatever. So, yeah, no, it's just, like, it's ridiculous. Like, we don't need that many movies of Avatar. Like, the first one was good, sure, the second one's probably good. By, like, the third one, it's like, dude, come on. Like, is Sam Worthington really going to come back for those amount of movies, or did he already sign the contract?
I imagine he probably did, honestly.
Yeah, probably. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if he does the mocap for his character.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, then I don't know.
But okay, what's your next one?
Speaking of Disney, Toy Story.
Oh no, Toy Story is a classic, man. Toy Story is so good.
Like, dude, out of all the movies as a kid, I didn't see. I mean, I don't remember seeing Toy Story until I was about like 9, 8, whatever, somewhere around like that. Okay, I get it.
Hold on, I'm taking a drink out of my thing. I don't want my drink to be on camera.
But I just I watched that and I was like, I think there's so much like animated kid movies that are way better than Toy Story. Again,
Like what?
like Up.
All right, Up is a banger. Up is a banger.
Up was pretty good. Nemo.
Toy Story's up there, though. Toy Story's on the Mount Rushmore of kids' movies, brother.
Yeah, I didn't really, like, I don't see the hype, you know? I just, like, I get it, like, it was, even as a kid, I was just like, I don't, what's so good about these?
Oh, that's fair. Teach you responsibility.
Yeah. But even as a kid, but also I was like, Star Wars, bro. I was
I
like,
mean, that's fair. Why would you watch anything else? Other, if you can watch Star Wars, why would you not just watch Star Wars?
I was literally like very young. Again, don't want to disclose my age. Fuck it. I was like 3, and my dad took me to see Revenge of the Sith.
So I don't think I've seen a Star Wars movie in theaters.
Ah, dude. I've seen Revenge of the Sith, which I only remember like Anakin becoming Darth Vader because my parents keep telling me the story. Because when Anakin becomes Darth Vader, spoiler alert, I turned to my dad and I'm like, Dad, Anakin's Darth Vader, and everyone in the theater laughed because I was like this little kid. I didn't know what I was doing. Like, oh, yeah, whatever.
Aw.
But
That's a heartwarming story.
Yeah, I just remember that because like they keep saying the story, so like visually I remember it. But that's the only part I remember actually watching in theaters. But I can't wait until they put it in theaters again. I will be there first day. But then I saw Force Awakens. That was a pretty good experience. Everyone was a Star Wars fan. Like we were like, yeah. Like any character that came on screen from the old movies, everyone cheered.
There's a
for.
pop
Like,
off.
Literally, like Han Solo, Chewbacca, 3C3, like every single character, everyone got hyped, and it was sick. It's like I'd rank No Way Home or no Endgame, No Way Home, and then Force Awakens.
For like best movie theater experience.
Yeah, and then
Endgame was pretty sick.
Last Jedi. Not only was that a terrible movie, but like dudes behind me were like talking the entire movie. So like,
But, oh shit, that's Luke. That's Luke Skywalker.
it was just terrible. Rogue One, amazing movie. Solo, I think it's okay. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's like a very
Never seen it.
It's forgettable. Rogue One, if you haven't seen that, we're watching that.
I haven't seen Rogue One.
It's sick. It's honestly, I put it up to my like top Star Wars movies. And then Rise of Skywalker. God, that was terrible. But yeah. Oh, and Return of the Jedi. I saw that in theaters.
Nice.
They like in May. It was like the 25th or something like 35th. I don't know, some anniversary of Return of the Jedi. I think 35th. And this the movie came out. Let's see. New Hope was 77.
I remember seeing that one in theaters.
And Empire was 80, and then Return was 83, I think. So it was like the 30th or 40th. I can't do the math. 40th, yeah, 40th. It's like that 40th anniversary, so they put it in theaters. It was only at like a theater in the next state over, so I went over
Wow.
to the next state to watch it in theaters, and it was sick.
I can imagine. If I ever get a home theater somehow through misfortune.
It had to. I literally like had to like pre-order my tickets.
Damn.
And I haven't had to pre-order a ticket for a movie since Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
And No Way Home. And I was like, dude, this is nuts. And of course, people brought their kids. Like, who brings your kids? No, but it was dope. And the 20th anniversary for Revenge of the Sith comes out. It's in 2 years. And I cannot wait. And I hope to God they put it in theaters because I will be there day one and every day that it's in theaters.
We're doing that together.
I can promise you I will be there. I will take off for it.
Same.
I
Remember this conversation 2 years from now, and let me know so I can take off work.
I would literally sell my soul to get Revenge of the Sith.
Permanently, just like you sold your soul, so now it's permanent theaters.
Well, I wish I took advantage in COVID when theaters were dying. They were literally, you could buy out an entire theater room for like $100 and you play any movie. I should have done that and just did Star Wars marathon.
We should have. We should have.
Yeah.
I remember going seeing movies during COVID and just getting the theater all by yourself. Those are the best.
It was sick.
Yeah.
I literally just wear coffins. No, I'm kidding. But you got another one, or should I say my last one?
You should do your last one.
Bird Box.
Once again, never seen it, but I just don't even think it really sounds that interesting.
I watched it and I was like, so why? I mean, I don't know if like it would collectively everyone liked it or if people were just talking about it, kind of like Stranger Things.
I know it was really popular. People seem to like it though.
Yeah, Stranger Things overrated as hell, by the way. Anyways, Bird Box, I just didn't get the hype. I watched it. I was like, this is kind of fucking boring. MGK was randomly in it. A lot of Netflix stuff is overrated, like Bird Box, The Dirt, Stranger Things.
Yeah, The Dirt was not that good.
It was like, you know, I think it was good in a sense of like a biopic, but it's just like, dude, what was the hype of this movie? Like, I watched it and everyone's like, oh, it's so good.
Like, The Dirt was like an okay movie. Like, I enjoyed watching it, but like, I'm not gonna like, I didn't go home and tell all my friends about it. You know, I wasn't like, you gotta watch The Dirt. No, I was just like, it's okay. It's a good movie.
Yeah, no, like all my friends were overhyping and I watched it. I was like, yeah, that was good, but like, why? Why did you guys overhype this?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Netflix stuff, because Netflix is the most popular streaming platform, I think. Don't quote me on that. But I think just because so many people are on there, so many people watch these things, these originals, because they push them so hard on the front page that they just get overhyped.
Like Stranger Things, don't get me wrong. Like, it's good. But
I've never watched Stranger Things.
It is not that good. It is not, like, you guys is like the second coming of Christ for some people. It is not that good. There are so much better shows and movies. Which, I mean, those aren't counts, movies, TV shows, whatever. But speaking of things that do suck, and I like, it's a sports movie. It's called Trouble with the Curve. It's not like objectively, like, I think critics rated it pretty bad, and then fans are kind of like half and half with it. Like I'd say, like, people think it's a forgettable baseball movie. It's kind of like more analytic, and I think it's pretty good. It's a Clint Eastwood movie. It's got Clint Eastwood, Justin Timberlake, Shaggy.
Is Shaggy in it? The rapper?
No, Matthew Lillard.
Oh, Matthew Lillard. Damn.
John Goodman. Lois Lane. Amy Adams.
Amy Adams, yep.
Yeah, Amy Adams. It's pretty good. It's like there's like the number one prospect, like everyone's hyped on, but one of the top coaching scouts being Clint Eastwood, he's getting old. No one really trusts him, but he taught his daughter everything she knows, and then you find like this kid who pitches like Sandy Koufax. Go Dodgers. It's pretty good. A lot of people in the baseball movie community just kind of forget about it, but I think it's pretty good. What's a movie you like that sucks?
Oh, bad movies we like. For mine, my number one is this movie's awful. This movie's terrible. Okay, this movie did not age well with modern sensibilities. That would be The Pest with John Leguizamo. Have you seen this movie?
I don't think so.
Look it up. Look it up. So, while you're looking it up, it's about this side hustler played by John Leguizamo. Like, he's like a con man. Like, he does like shell games. He pretends he's blind. Like, you know, in the first scene, he pretends he's Asian so he can get a job at this Asian restaurant, and jokes about his pet duck being killed.
Dude, it's got a 4% on Rotten.
Yeah, no, it's awful. It's terrible.
But audience Critics gave it a 67.
It has a 4%. Are you serious?
4% by critics.
But so it's kind of a play on the Most Dangerous Game, where he runs into this like billionaire who likes to hunt men, like he likes to hunt people, and he escapes this island and he makes it back to Miami, and then he gets hunted in the city, and there's a lot of just him swapping races for jokes. There's a lot of that, so it didn't age well, like at all. But it's so stupid, it's great. I love it so much. It's like my favorite movie from my childhood, which says a lot. But yeah, it's terrible. It's so bad, but it's hilarious. We have to drink and watch it or something. It's so bad. But it's the reason I love John Leguizamo so much. I love everything he's in because he's in it.
Well, that was kind of similar to that movie. It's kind of a genre because I mean, honestly, if I just put anyone from this genre, it kind of just fits regardless. But parody movies like Scary Movie, The Starving Game, superhero movie, epic movie, stuff like that. You know, I think those are obviously very terrible movies, but I think they're fucking great.
Yeah, they're pretty funny. My issue with them is they're too like a product of their times. Like the jokes don't age very well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, they're very like 2000 movies. Oh yeah. Now you watch it and like you watch every single one of those back, you're like, oh yeah.
I do miss the early 2000s comedy genre. Of like being like these raunchy like sex teen comedies and stuff.
Yeah, they're obviously terrible movies, but I love that genre. Movie 43, baby. Let's
Oh
go.
my god.
Yeah.
That movie's so bad. What's that on Rotten Tomatoes? Hold on. I gotta look it up.
It's probably like a 4 critic and then like a 10 audience.
Hold on, I'm looking it up because this is just...
That gotta be like with the correct range.
So audience score is 24% and critic score is 4%. Okay, so it's just as bad as The Pest according to critics, which is bullshit. The Pest is so much better than movie 43.
All those parody movies, they're just so terrible, but so great.
We should do a video where we just watch old movie trailers and comment on them.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah. No, but that's what I gotta say about that. You have another one, or do you want to go?
So let me look at the tomato scores for these next movies because I've heard that they're bad.
While you're doing that, I guess I'll get in. So there's a movie called The Signal.
The Signal.
Yeah, it's got Lawrence Fishburne. He's randomly in this movie. He's like literally the only actor I recognize in this movie besides like the old lady that's in like The Conjuring and all those horror movies. But it is like a very low budget sci-fi movie, and it's pretty sick. The twist is, it's like actually like that's crazy. Like
That's crazy.
yeah. Spoilers for that movie in case for some reason you want to go watch it. So there's a scene where Lawrence Fishburne, like he's supposed to be like the government, and he's like interviewing the old lady, and I was watching with my uncle, and he's just got like this metal suitcase, and I was like, why don't he just has a gun in there and he just pulls it out and shoots her? And no joke, he literally does that, and me and my uncle burst out laughing. So he just like and they just fucking caps the girl. And it was hilarious, but it is like a very low budget movie, not really that good, but like I thought it was really good. I thought like it was pretty interesting.
Say the last time I laughed like super hard at a movie was I was watching Gemini Man, and have you seen Gemini Man with Will Smith?
No, I refuse to watch that movie. That looks so terrible.
It's okay. It's not great. It's not terrible, but it's all right. But there's a scene where like he's getting hunted by this like assassin, and they go to like take off the assassin's mask, and I was watching with some buddies, and I was like, watch, it's gonna be another Will Smith, and they fucking take off his mask, and it's another Will Smith, and I've never seen so many grown men just cry laughing. It was so fucking good. But my next bad movie that I think is pretty good, well, according to Rotten Tomatoes, this actually isn't a bad movie, but I always heard that it was not that great from other people. But the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, see,
Those movies are solid.
They're decent.
Yeah, well, I remember hearing a lot of like word of mouth that they weren't good, but I really enjoyed them. I thought they were really good action films.
I think there's been talks of another one, anyways.
That would be sick if they did another one. They did 2, I believe, and they were pretty good. But do you have more movies, or do you want to go into games?
I got 2 more.
You got 2 more movies? Okay.
Because I made 5 for each. I like something.
I know.
So,
Letting you down.
So, Terminator Salvation.
Which one is Salvation?
The 4th one with Sam Worthington. It is like very like 2009 CGI-esque movie. It's set in the. I think it has the best concept at a like the.
Oh, I remember Salvation.
Post Judgment Day. I think that, like out of all the Terminator movies, there's only one movie where they're actually in the future during the war of like, you know, cyber. God, dude, I forgot the fucking Skynet.
Skynet, yep.
The Skynet war. Like the only movie that is set during that time. Like that is so cool.
I do think they should explore that time with like the Terminator franchise way more.
Like they always focus on the past of like Skynet's rising and protecting John Connor. Like 1 was good, 2 was good, 3 wasn't that good. Salvation I think is really good. I'm really impartial due to like I watched that movie a lot. Me and my brother played both the video game on the PS3. So did our mutual friend, who also consider a brother. And then
Angel. He's been on the channel a lot. People might know him.
And then the arcade game. But I think Salvation's really good. I think it got way too much hate. And
I think it's better than some of the later Terminator movies.
They're terrible. Like the most recent one was just a rehash of like so many different Terminator movies. And then the one that came after Salvation, I always mix up 5 and 6's title. But Terminator 5, it was just like, it literally felt like all the execs were at a table and like, so, fans are asking for a Terminator movie, but I want to focus on Avatar. James Cameron. What should we do, guys? Oh, make John Connor bad? Perfect idea. Are we going to make it cool and interesting? Nah.
Yeah. There's...
Yeah, that one had potential. Like, John Connor. It also would have been better if, they didn't show it in the fucking trailer.
I have so much to say about modern trailers, bro. They show the entire movie. Why am I going to go see it if I can watch the entire movie in the trailer?
Like, I don't know. The concept was both killed by the trailer and also, like, just poorly executed. Yeah, Salvation, I think is really good. I think that one gets way too much shade. But then my last one is Marvel's Eternals. I think that movie wasn't that bad. Everyone hated it.
Oh, I did not like it. I did not like it.
I think all the characters, or like majority of the characters, were interesting. Like, I think it was hard because they introduced like 8 characters in one fucking movie. And then they had to like explain all the relationships, like why do they want to fuck? Like, why do they hate each other? Like, like little nuances. And like they had to fit so much in it and explain so much in one movie. I thought that was pretty good. I don't understand why people hated it so much. Like, I think there are worse Marvel movies. Like, I didn't think Black Widow was all that good. I think it had some cool stuff, but overall wasn't that good. The Thor movies, obviously, my opinion on those. I think there are worse Marvel movies. I'm not saying it's like the greatest. I wouldn't put it in my top 10, but I thought it was way better than everyone hyped it up to be.
I don't know.
Like everyone was saying it was like the worst Marvel movie, and I'm like, no, there are so much worse Marvel movies than Eternals.
I'll agree with you on that. I did not like Eternals, but there are worse movies.
The visuals were incredible.
The cinematography was good.
It gave us like one of the best speedster fight scenes. Like, dude,
It did speedster fight scenes better than The Flash did.
Yeah,
In a lot of cases, honestly.
She looked incredible. Like her fight scenes, like her running, it looked amazing. I think that was like that, and I can't remember if that came out before or after Shang-Chi, but I think those were the last two Marvel movies that were like visually like
pretty good. Mm-hmm.
Like they made me want to come through my eyes.
Eye candy.
Like, dude, the scene where the Celestial is looking over Earth and he's like holding up like like also this problem is the characters are forgettable, but where he's holding up like some of the characters, it just looked visually so appealing. I thought it wasn't that bad, but alright. But games, are we doing games that are overrated or games that we like that?
I'm gonna go with bad games that we like. Let's do that one first.
Yeah, because I like overrated. We're gonna.
But bad games games that are commonly thought to be bad that I like. Number one, probably my favorite game of all time, honestly, Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is seen as the worst Dark Souls game, and I gotta say that's not the case, in my opinion. Anyways, but the most number of I'm not counting Elden Ring in this conversation. I'm counting as like just the Dark Souls franchise. 'Cause Elden Ring is like the pinnacle of gaming, so nothing's gonna.
Bloodborne.
Yeah, I'll count Bloodborne. I'll count everything except for Elden Ring. 'Cause Elden Ring does everything perfectly. Elden Ring is like a 10 out of 10 game. So like I'm not gonna compare games to it because it's like it's gonna lose. But up until Elden Ring, Dark Souls 2 and the Dark Souls franchise had the most number of bosses, the most number of armor, most number of gear sets. Like it had the most content. It was also pretty difficult, being one of the. It was pretty difficult. The boss fights were easier. I think the world was more difficult, but life gems make it kind of trivial, anyways. Because I don't think life gems should have been in the game, because it does make things a little too easy. But I think they made a lot of good strides. The bosses are pretty rememberable. The enemies are rememberable. Like, the game is hard still. I will say there's a couple boss fights that are hard. Most of the boss fights are easy-ish, but the world is a lot more difficult. Like actually traversing the areas and trying to get from point A to point B and stuff, that is harder. But a lot of the bosses you can kind of spam, but that's part of Dark Souls' charm, is you've always been able to spam bosses. But yeah, I've put like probably a good 600-700 hours into Dark Souls 2, and it's one of my favorite games, and I don't think it was that bad. I think even a bad Dark Souls game is still better than the majority of games. So, because From Software kills it.
I mean, I think those games trash.
Okay, you're not a big Dark Souls fan. You did try playing Bloodborne at some point, didn't you?
No, I tried playing all of them. I literally own every single one except Elden Ring.
Well, let me carry you through one of them. I got you.
No, I just no. Dude, I think I have a 40. I have a full-time job and a girlfriend.
Nah, I got you.
I've already succeeded. I'm not gonna break whatever mental health I have left over a goddamn video. No.
They're really not that difficult. Whatever.
Agree to disagree.
Your first one will always be your hardest one, but once you beat the first one, then it's like the rest are a piece of cake.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what's a bad game that you like?
Bulletstorm.
I remember Bulletstorm, bro. I actually recently played through it like the Duke Nukem voice and shit.
It's like a really cheesy ass game, but I think it's just so much. It's just mindless fun.
It's like a cheesy action movie from like the 80s brought to life.
Yeah, and it's so much fun. It's just so mindless fun. Like the story literally is no effort put into it, but that is the whole.
Yeah.
The whole point is just having so much fun with the gameplay. Like I genuinely couldn't tell you a single bit of the story. I had so much fun just playing the game. Like using the electric whip to like
Mhm.
bring people to you and kick.
Mhm.
It's just so much fun. It is the most mindless, and like you can get it cheap as fuck on like any store.
I wouldn't. I would not pay $60 for it,
I
but
don't even when it was out. I don't think it was $60. I think.
it was like one of those $40 games.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever. I mean, maybe it was when it first came out for the 360, but like it is just. I think it is a game that a lot of people
Yeah, it is mindless fun. That's how you nailed it. It's just mindless fun.
play. Yeah, literally like the story, like even the lines are like so over the top, and that's literally the whole point. You can tell by the way they say the lines, and it's just so fun.
Another bad game that is. This game is actually bad. The Avengers game. I actually liked quite a bit. Yeah. The story was pretty good. Everything else falls apart. But I did go back and play through like the Wakanda DLC story and the Jane Foster stuff and the Spider-Man stuff. I played through all that. I put a good chunk of hours into the Avengers game. But the story is pretty good. The combat is amazing. They nailed the combat, the way your abilities work, the way your actual combos work and stuff is pretty solid. All of the live service stuff is terrible. That was the big misstep of the game. Why is it a live service game? Why is it a live service game?
Are you?
It makes
like,
no sense.
You're genuinely serious,
Yeah, the Avengers game was dope. I liked it.
dude. Are you?
It doesn't.
high?
I mean, yes, I am, but that's beside the point. That's
Dude.
beside the point. The combat was great. The story was great. The live service stuff is the only place for it.
Spider-Man?
Yeah. The swinging sucks, but other than that, he was pretty solid. The swinging was terrible, though. Not having, like, the physics-based swinging.
The combat is just terrible.
Combat is excellent.
No, it is.
You just have to get good.
Dude, what are you talking about? That is the worst money I think I've ever spent on a game.
Oh, no. My list gets worse. I like a lot of bad games.
Jesus.
Another one, rapid fire on you. The combat and the gameplay of Anthem was pretty good. The story sucked.
I never played Anthem, so I can't say nothing.
The story sucked. The loot and the looting system could have been way better. But the solid, just like the core gameplay loop of Anthem was pretty solid.
No, I didn't play Anthem, so I can't even.
It's the best Iron Man simulator you're going to get.
Yeah, no, I didn't
The
play
flying was perfect. The gunplay was weighty and chunky and solid. Each of the javelins felt different based on like the gear you could equip on them. Like, you know, you had the Ranger with the grenade launchers and the rocket launchers and the shock mace and stuff. You had the fast ones with the kunai and the like infinite melee and stuff like that. Like, the class diversity was pretty solid. Oh, now I'm on the left side. Let's go. The class diversity was pretty solid, and it felt good. The story sucked though, and the looting system sucked though, and that's where the game fell apart. If they would have supported the game like No Man's Sky style, where they like actually worked on their game
Yeah,
and
but
made
I
it
think
good.
I think that one was also way too late. I feel like when I finally were like, okay, the game's good now, it's like a year or two after.
You talking about No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
No Man's Sky is still super popular.
Well, yeah, but I just felt like hey guys.
It shouldn't have released the way it released No Man's Sky, but now No Man's Sky is a really good game.
Okay.
Is a genuinely good game. Like, it's a good if you're into like the survival crafting like exploration games, you have to be
am.
into that.
I am, but I still won't play it.
You should give it another shot.
Nah, I think
Nah, you should.
respectfully.
Respectfully, respectfully, shut the fuck up.
Alright. What else you got?
Well, I just did 2 in a row. You got one.
Well, I think this one, everyone hated on this game when it came out, but honestly, I don't think it's that bad. Call of Duty Ghost.
Call of Duty Ghost, looking back at it, is not as bad as we thought it was. If we
No,
would have
yeah.
known what the future had ahead of us for Call of Duty, we would have enjoyed Ghost a lot more.
In the moment, I liked Ghost.
I was on the bandwagon of people that didn't like Ghost. I was definitely a part of that group.
Even in the moment, I liked it. I don't care what anyone says. Even in the fucking moment, before we even got Advanced Warfare, I liked it.
Advanced Warfare. I'm only good at the trash CODs. I did not like Advanced Warfare, but I was amazing at it.
That game was terrible.
But
Every COD until 2019's Modern Warfare was terrible.
yeah, after like Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 3, whichever one came out latest. I think Modern Warfare 3 did.
No, it was what? Modern Warfare 3 was 11. Black Ops 2 was 12.
You sure?
Yes. Yeah, it was like 11 was 3, 2 was Black Ops 2 was 2012, 2013 was Ghost, 2014 Advanced Warfare, 2015. No,
Infinite Warfare was after Advanced Warfare, wasn't it?
No, 2015 or 2014 was
Well, either way, whichever one came out later. Those are the last good COD before Modern Warfare.
Hold on, I got this. 2015 Black Ops 3, 2016 Infinite Warfare, and then 2017 Black Ops 3, 2018 World War 2, 2019 Modern Warfare,
20.
Was that Cold War?
Cold War was after Modern Warfare.
Yeah. What was that? 2020? that was 2020. 2021, I think, was Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
And last year was Modern Warfare 2.
Yep.
Boom.
No, all your CODs.
God. But yeah, no. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked Ghost. I shitted on the extinction mode when the game was in its prime, but no, I went back and played some of it. It's actually pretty good. It's difficult, but in a good way. It's nice to have a challenge. Like COD Zombies isn't difficult, but Extinction was definitely hard. You needed to have a squad that knew what they were doing to actually like succeed.
Speaking of hot take, I don't get the point of zombies. Like, you want me to spend 4 hours for a cutscene?
Yeah, I love doing the Easter eggs. Me and one of my buddies went through and did all the Easter eggs in Cold War, and I had a blast the entire time. That shit was fun as hell.
4 hours.
Now, that one's egregious. Which one are you talking about? 'Cause some of them are egregious. Some of them suck.
Yeah, no, some of them it's just like, dude,
like the Garad Crovey cutscene is great, but it is such a pain in the ass to do.
No, I just think all of it is just like, dude, I gotta do all of this for a cutscene.
I mean, you could just look it up. You don't have to do it.
Well, yeah, that's what I do. Like, I'm just saying, like, the concept, like, it's cool, but like the amount of effort you have to put into like.
Well, I like the challenge, especially I like the feeling of being able to master a map, where it's like I know everything on this map, I know where everything's at, I know the best tactics on it, I know how to do the cutscenes. But I like that. I like that extra bit of challenge.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, it's just.
When are we gonna finish It Takes Two?
We need to. You still gotta download it. I don't know if
I don't.
And we could probably each Tuesday do it after the podcast.
Yeah, a little bit. Like play a little bit after.
Yeah, we can do that next week.
Oh, I bet.
All right. So what's your next one?
For bad games, I think are good. Bro, I could just boot up my PlayStation right now and get like a bunch.
My list.
Huh?
So I just finished my list.
Yeah.
Alright, so my next one is Aliens vs. Predator for the PS3. And
Bro, that game was dope as hell. That game was awesome. You know, you can still buy it on Steam and people are still playing it. Not a lot of people, but some people are.
Playing as a Marine was obviously
the worst. Yeah, no, that was terrible.
But, like, that's a good game. Like, a lot of people kind of hate on it, but I think it's pretty good.
Another bad, well, quote-unquote bad game that I thought was pretty good was the newest Aliens game, the Aliens Fireteam Elite, where it's like a third-person co-op shooter.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I watched one of your streams that you playing, and I was just like, oh yeah, I don't know. It kind of looks like fun, but do I really want to spend my money on this? Nah.
Another incredibly underrated game, I think, is Outriders. If Outriders was a live service game, it could have competed with Destiny, and it probably could have toppled it. I had that gut feeling that it could have done it. I think. Did you ever play Outriders? No.
I know. I think I played like a little bit. I think you and Angel got
It was free on PlayStation, so you might have gotten it when it was free.
Yeah, maybe.
But Outriders was solid. Outriders is probably the best looter shooter I've played ever.
But I mean, if we're speaking underrated games, I gotta go with my next pick being Gun.
Gun. Is that like the old Western game?
Yeah.
See, I never played it, but I remember seeing it at GameStop.
Thanks for that game too. It's pretty good. It's a little underrated, you know. A little underrated.
There's a lot of old Western games that are underrated.
And apparently, I didn't know this, but the Red Dead Revolver. No one really knew that was. Everyone knows Red Dead Redemption, but Revolver.
Well, Revolver wasn't made by Rockstar. It was made by a different company. And then Rockstar bought the rights to it, and then they made Redemption.
Yeah, but I played Revolver on the PS2 before Redemption. That's why I wanted Redemption, because I thought it was a direct sequel. And that's why I got it. 'Cause I was like, my mom wouldn't let me because I was like young at the time, and there was nudity in the game. So I got a family member that didn't know anything to get it for me. And,
Bro, it's funny how that works. I remember those days.
She let me keep it, and I beat it at like 9 years old.
I know. I miss being young.
But it was a great game. But then my last pick is, it was on the PS2. I think it also got released on the 360 and PS3. But G.I. Joe Rise of the Cobra.
Never played it. Was that a movie license game?
Yeah, and it was like top down. It was really fun.
I miss top-down shooters. Like twin-stick shooters. That's
See,
like a dead genre.
I think top down, it kind of also varies for me. Some I really like, some I don't. It's just kind of hit or miss for me, really. But that was a hit, and it was really fun. But that's all I really got to say about it. I mean, I played it when I was young. And I've been looking for a copy lately. But now let's move on to overrated games. Time to piss people off.
Yes, especially mine. My big one. League. League is overrated.
I think all of those games are League, Dota, Smite.
Listen, I'd rather play Smite. I know that's going to catch me some... There's going to be some heat coming my way. League is overrated. League is not as good as you think it is. It really isn't. League is a cesspool of toxicity and cringe. Alright?
I think all three of those games are just overrated.
Nah, Smite's fun as fuck. I love Smite.
Now, I got really into Smite, but like after a while, it's just like this boring.
That's true. You have to really had that drive. Well, that goes for all MOBAs. You really have to have that drive to get better and want to be better, which I just don't have anymore. I'm a filthy casual.
No, I think they're all overrated and boring.
No, Smite's good, but League is overrated. I just think, I mean, I understand why people like it. It is the biggest esport, so obviously people really do enjoy it. But I just, every time I've tried to play League, I've had a super negative experience. So for me, it ain't it. Yeah. Especially somehow my game got stuck in Spanish. I don't know how to change it. So
that's sick.
I know. I gotta translate it just to figure out how to change my settings. Which, my bad. Whoops, I guess I misclicked. That's not why I don't think it's overrated. That's just me being dumb. But I just do think that out of all of them, especially it's super hard to get into, because I did try to genuinely get into League, and there's just so many champions and so much to learn, which of course you'll learn with time. But I think I'm just not willing to put that amount of time into it for something that I don't really enjoy as much as I thought I would.
You gotta like not take showers.
Yeah, you gotta. That's the common League experience: is never take a shower, quit your job, leave your girlfriend, leave your significant other, grind this game out. Not me with Siege in like 2017. Just I'm gonna stop everything and just play this game. All right, but what's a overrated game you think?
Well, these kind of go hand in hand because they're like the same thing, but fucking Black Flag and Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, I don't really like. Because I don't like PvP-focused games anymore. The older I get and the slower my reactions get, except for fighting games. I love fighting games, but I don't like working for like 8 hours to get a ship full of loot just for some dickhead to steal it. You know what I mean? Which I understand that's what the game is like. That's the audience it caters towards. That's what it's for. I'm just not that audience. So I don't like it.
No, I just think it's just like stupid. I played it and like it's kind of like I think it's only fun when you play with friends. Other than that, it's like
Yeah, solo slooping is terrible.
not just like even with randoms. It's just like what is like what? So this is it. I just like go loot.
You turn it in and get some watch some progress meters go up.
Yes, I think it's terrible. And
Buy some cosmetics.
Black Flag, Jesus Christ.
Black Flag is a terrible Assassin's Creed game, but it is like the best pirate game.
Nah, everyone just loves Black Flag. I think that's just terrible.
Why do you think it's terrible though?
I just like I don't think it's fun. It's like oh I ride around in my ship like ooh.
I think you just don't like ships in games. I think that's what I'm learning is you just don't like ship combat.
Yeah, I just think it's like it's like fun for like the first few minutes and it's like okay.
The shanties were fire though.
Yeah.
The shanties were fire.
I guess.
I like Black Flag. Black Flag is super good, in my opinion.
I kind of group those together because I just like
Maybe you're just not into pirates. Maybe you're not a pirate guy.
Yeah, because I guess I should have put Pirates of the Caribbean. Again, good movie. Is it just like I don't get the hype?
Yeah, no, I think you just don't like pirates. I think you got something against pirates.
Yeah, maybe I was like fucking.
Were you a pirate? Like I know in like elementary school, you were either on Team Pirates or Team Ninjas. Were you a Team Ninjas kind of guy?
Yeah, ninjas.
I was a Pirates kid, but I'm a ninja adult though. Huh?
So you look like a pirate kid.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna take that as a compliment and not as an insult.
What's your next?
Overrated games. I don't like most battle royales, like that genre. And just like I play Fortnite. That's about it though, and I play Fortnite because it just has crossovers. That's like I only play Fortnite to buy skins. That's pretty much like if I'm being honest. I buy the skin, I play like for a couple matches and stuff like that, and I do have the most fun with Fortnite, especially no build. If you're playing Fortnite, you gotta play no build because building is just.
Yeah. That's a fair take.
Actually, let me narrow this down because I've been playing it a lot recently. Warzone is overrated. If you only have fun in Warzone if you're in like the top 10% of players that are really good at it.
Warzone was peak as fuck when it first came out.
Yes, when everyone was still new and still trying to learn it, and they were like,
oh, I was mopping. I don't know what it is with battle royales when they first came out. I destroyed.
You just because the people just you adapt the games quickly. You pick them up quickly and you just learn them quickly.
Yeah, and then I stop playing, and then I get trashed, and then everyone else gets good.
Yeah, Warzone is overrated, I think.
You cannot tell me Apex when it first came out was some of like the best content.
When Apex first came out, it was awesome. I really heavily considered doing like character guides for all the characters and stuff on here.
Apex.
I did one, I think.
I mean, I'm also a huge Titanfall fan. Give us Titanfall 3. You were sick.
That's what it was supposed to be, was Titanfall 3, but they switched it to Apex.
They're sick bastards.
I know. Cowards, give us Titanfall 3.
Now that's a fair take. I mean, me and you also had a lot of fun with PUBG, so.
I don't like PUBG either all that much.
Yeah, but we had a lot of fun.
We did have fun with it, but I'd rather just play Fortnite if I'm gonna play a battle royale.
You and Reese killed.
In what, PUBG?
Yeah, we did really good that one. I don't know if you remember that.
I do. I remember us playing it quite a bit.
Yeah, we did pretty good, but that's a fair take.
And I have been playing a lot of Warzone, and I'm actually pretty cracked at it. I'm not gonna lie, and I still don't like it. I still think it's overrated. It's something about battle royales where we've had so many of them in like the last couple years that I'm just burnt out on it. I'm done with battle royale. I don't want every new game to come out I don't want it to be a battle royale. I'm over it.
Hyperscape on top.
Hyperscape on top. That was like the game I've won the most games out of, and it died so fast. That game was active for like 2 weeks. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. It just seems like it just didn't take off though.
No, it didn't.
All right, what's your next one?
The next one, I gotta go with Rust.
Dude, I was having a conversation with I'm gonna mention Buddy's names because we might have him on the podcast with Chase about Rust because he likes Rust, and I'm like, why do you like Rust so much? It is not like, once again, it's another just mainly PvP game that I just don't like. I don't like spending all my time collecting stuff and building something just for some dickhead to come over and destroy it.
I like games like that. Like I like 7 Days to Die. That's really fun.
But 7 Days to Die isn't like PvP focused. It's
Which,
more
I
PvE
don't-
focused.
They don't support consoles anymore, but the PC version is really fun. Don't play it on consoles.
Yeah, no. The frame rate's terrible.
Well, no, they also don't even update it.
Well, they abandoned it.
Yeah, pretty much. But PC it's really good on PC now. Like,
Does it still look like a PS2 game?
oh no, I mean, yeah, the graphics still aren't great, but they're pretty good now. At least on PC again.
I might. I have to check it out. I
It
gotta
looks
check it out.
terrible. Like, cause one of the older builds is the only playable version on the console, and it's terrible. The version on PC is pretty fun. It's hard as hell now. It is hard. They've added so much zombies per area now. It is ridiculous.
I'm gonna check. If it goes on sale again, I'll probably end up picking it up because I got a lot of buddies that play it.
If you do, let's play.
We can do a let's play of it, and we can do Rogue Moon
Yeah.
plays.
Yeah, Rust is terrible. I just like, dude, I literally, every match I join, it's just like I get killed by Russians. But then you're like,
Get killed by Russians.
But like, private match, it's like, dude, I play a private match, okay, right? What's the fun of that? You know, at least with 7 Days to Die, like, you know, I have enemies, but Rust, there are no enemies except other players.
Yeah, like
There's
it's.
no AI. Like, there is zombies in, you know, 7 Days to Die, and like you could play that by yourself and have your own world, kind of like Minecraft. But with Rust, there's not. I mean, like Ark. That, you know, this isn't even on my list, but I think that's overrated as hell.
I like Ark. I prefer Conan, but I like Ark.
I don't see the fun in either one of those.
For me, my fun comes out of building, like, I like the building systems. Like, I like building my own base. I like collecting, like, all the armors and all the weapon sets and stuff like that. I like, for me, it's collecting.
Skyrim. Like, I like that.
But I like the build. Like, you should see my base in Conan that I built.
Yeah, no,
It's
you'll
pretty
love
sick.
7 Days to Die. They actually
Yeah.
have a building system in that.
I like the build. That's why I play those games. Like the building, I like that it's a co-op game and there's PvE content. If Rust had PvE enemies, it would be a great game because the building system in Rust is amazing. It's one of the best building systems there is in a survival game. But the focus on PvP only is where my interest with the Rust falls off.
Again, killed by Russians.
Like Suka Bliet.
There is literally, like, no joke, my first match. There is a genuine group of Russian people just going around, like, yelling in Russian and just murdering anyone in sight.
Yeah, they just kill on sight. That's why DayZ isn't fun anymore. Everybody just kills on sight.
Yeah.
DayZ is overrated as hell too. I never liked DayZ anyways.
Well, I just think it's ridiculous that you have to install, like, this, and this for it to be, like, enjoyable. Like, why can't I just download the game and not have to install this mod and this mod and this? Like, I shouldn't have to install these little things to make the game fun.
Yeah. I miss when games shipped as a complete product.
Well, I mean, yeah, to be fair, that game is genuinely only successful because of the community.
Yeah.
And then
It's
they're
true.
making a second one. Like, the first one didn't even finish, and they're just popping out.
They're making a
second
DayZ too.
one. Yeah.
Wow.
No. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Why not just update the first one and just keep building on those features?
Come on, money, baby.
Money, baby, money.
Yeah, what's your next one?
Let me think of one. I did not come prepared.
I did.
I know. I still think Warzone is super overrated.
Yeah. Alright, Overwatch.
Now Overwatch is, but when it first came out, I don't think it was. When it first came out, it was that good. It was that good.
No.
Now
I think
Overwatch
it's
2
overrated.
sucks. Overwatch
It's
2
always-
sucks.
It's always been overrated.
And you're telling me all the PvE content that I really wanted to see, all the story content, and now I gotta pay for it? First off, it got cut, and then they're like, actually, psych, it's $20. Yeah, okay.
It's all overrated
Yeah,
from the start.
I don't think so from the start.
Yeah.
It was the competitive shooter.
Nah.
We've never seen anything like it since. The amount of scale and popularity that it's had.
Nah.
That's facts, though.
Nah.
It's facts. Overwatch League is one of the biggest esports
Look,
scenes.
Good porn, don't get me wrong. But
Does your girlfriend watch these? Because,
hold on.
like, maybe I was joking.
Yeah, that was a joke. I don't watch fucking
Overwatch
porn.
porn. Yeah.
That is literally even when I was single. Like,
No, you didn't sink that low. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
like, dude, I don't watch porn. You know, when I started dating, but like when I did watch porn when I was single, I didn't even watch Overwatch porn.
Yeah, that's cringe.
I've not watched porn since I started dating.
That's you can. You're still allowed to have things. It's okay.
Nah, it just
Unless
feels
you feel
wrong.
weird about it, yeah. And then in
That's-
which case, you know.
Off topic is
This is a very weird. This took a weird turn. But let's see. What's another overrated game?
Gears.
No, not after. Okay, after 3, yes, but before 3, no. 1, 2, and 3 are great. 1, 2, and 3 are great.
And even then,
No,
I just,
no. 1, 2, and 3 were really solid cover-based
Gears.
shooters. Had great co-op. Had an excellent horde mode. Had great customization. The weapons felt chunky and good. The gameplay was nice. Anything after 3 sucks, though.
Overrated.
Anything after 3 sucks.
Overrated.
No. Dang it! I had one. Oh, the Madden game. If you play like Madden or FIFA, you're part of the problem. Like, stop supporting these microtransaction filled pieces of shit. Stop
See,
it.
I can't speak on Madden, but MLB The Show, like each year they actually do something. Like this year they added some called like storylines, where like it teaches you like they partnered with the Negro League Museum, baseball museum. I think that's shit.
While you're looking that up, though, yeah, Madden and FIFA, these games that don't evolve and don't change stuff and don't, like, you're paying for a roster update and all your microtransactions again. Now, I haven't played a Madden or a FIFA game in a couple years, but last time I checked, that was still the case. I still see articles and people complaining about the awful monetization in these games. Just stop supporting it, please.
Yeah, but it's the Negro League Baseball Museum. Because obviously, let me explain real quick. So, baseball, obviously, segregation around that time. African Americans had their own league. It was called the Negro League. Baseball. I think NLB or something like that, and obviously a lot of legends came from it, like Satchel Paige, Hank Aaron, Jackie Robinson. But basically, years later, museum forms documenting the history on like the great people that came from it, and obviously museums named after it, the Negro League Museum. It's the name, can't cancel us. I saw your face when I said it. You're like,
I mean, that's what it's called.
yeah. But yeah, and anyways, they partnered with MLB The Show, and you play as like a different legend and like their important parts in their career, like their first MLB hit, stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, it's got legends like Satchel Paige, Hank Aaron.
See, that's at least like a new game mode, and it teaches you something, and it's actually valuable. Madden and just FIFA just do like, hey, here all your characters, their overalls changed a little bit to reflect how they did the last season, and all your microtransaction cards are gone, and we would like you to buy them again.
My favorite controversy of Madden was, I think, God, it was like a long time ago. I think it was like 16 or 17 when like people were complaining because the sun was rising in like the wrong fucking spot. Because they just like ported it over, and yeah, I was like, oh, that's kind of ridiculous, but whatever. I mean, MLB the show kind of does the same with microtransactions, but like each year, like they'll either add more legends that haven't been in the game. Usually, basically, they just got the rights to use him in the game or whatever. But I mean, I feel like it does different each year, for the better or worse. For this year,
Like, does it? I haven't played any of them, but do they at least try new things each year?
yeah, the storyline thing I think is really sick, especially like you unlock those characters as you play through their storyline. Like Jackie Robinson is hands down probably one of my favorite players of all time. I've done so many like research projects and stuff on him. I
You love this man.
yeah, love him. It's in my clothes that I need to fold, but I have a Brooklyn Dodger Jackie Robinson jersey. That's my boy. Jackie Robinson, one of the top baseball players, but off topic. But yeah, shout out to my boy.
Shout out to my boy Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, dude, the movie 42 with Chadwick Boseman. Ooh, peak.
Peak. I know, what a legend.
That was my first Chadwick movie.
All right, but do you have any more, or are we done with the podcast today? Because we've been going for quite some time.
Yeah, I got one more. Fallout 4, baby.
Fallout 4 is overrated. The gunplay is the best out of all of them, though. I will say that. I will give it credit for that.
Literally, the RPG aspect is non-existent.
Bro, if you want an RPG, we need to talk about Baldur's Gate 3. You need to play that.
Yeah, maybe.
That's going to be great. I cannot wait for that game. That's going to... my choices matter again? What? In my RPG? That's crazy.
Yeah, but I think that about wraps it up for the Rogue Moon episode weekly
2
podcast.
Yep,
This will
episode 2.
probably be up about like 5-6 p.m. That's about when the other one got.
Yeah. It takes... This one's longer, so it might take a little bit longer.
Yeah, so it'll probably be up if you're watching this. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying what time. You'll see it when you see it. But yeah, I guess next week, next Tuesday, we're gonna record episode 3.
Yep.
We're gonna someone better come more prepared.
Yeah.
Unlike
I'm probably going to be talking about the new Remnant game. Yeah, you got the notes, you got the receipts. Here, I got some. Hold on. I got a little bit. That's not showing up. There we go.
yeah, but but yeah, we're gonna do that, and then I guess we're both about to download It Takes Two, and then I'll finish recording on my channel, which it's the most broken recording ever because several of the recordings files I don't think captured our audio. So it's like, it's literally like the story. It's like broken up. Like I think the next part it's gonna be like way farther of us into it because
At this point, we should just not even finish it, I think, but
I think we should finish it. I mean, we're literally almost done.
that's true. That's true.
Like I looked it up. I think we got like maybe an hour left.
Oh, damn, really? We're that almost done?
No,
Damn.
we are like pretty much almost done. So I think we should finish it.
Okay.
As
Well,
for
we
whether
should
we
finish it.
record it or not, maybe. I mean,
I mean, if you can find a good co-op game for us to play, I don't mind putting a series on this channel.
yeah. I'd say we'll maybe record it. I might just like record it and then just cut down the funny moments instead of just uploading
The whole thing. Yeah.
Just cut it down because I mean, yeah, I just at that point, like with how much gameplay and like the amount of parts I uploaded, it got cut up because recordings got lost. Because I think we should have had like 9, but I lost like 4 of them.
Yeah.
well.
Oh well, mistakes happen. Shit happens. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, the best part got uploaded regardless, anyways.
Yeah,
It wasn't
that is true. Yeah.
Oh,
Which
that's
part
all
is
I
that
got.
in?
I think it's the only one that has like a little thing after it. I think it's part 5. It's just like the massacre.
Yeah. That one is great.
Yeah.
Takes Two is a pretty
But,
good game.
yeah, I still don't know how it ends.
Yeah, me neither. With a
Hopefully,
divorce, probably.
that'd be sick.
That'd be sick.
I don't want it to be a happy ending. I want it to be a divorce and like they just like leave the kid or like they like,
They
you know
leave the
what?
kid.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? Our problem started when we had her.
When we had children, let's give her up for adoption.
It's like you ever seen the shitty like the remake movie of the Three Stooges?
Yes. Oh my god.
I got, you know, like the scene where they're like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And he's like, "Well, you know, I would like my brothers back." And then they're like, "You know, we can't separate these boys." And then the next scene is like the adopted parents driving off with like a new kid they adopted. And he's like, "Wait, no, come back! I was kidding." Like that's why the ending of It Takes Two is.
Yeah, that's what it should be like. Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like them leaving the. To be fair, the kid's probably dead. Like the parents have been gone for
For so long. Especially in our playthrough, like canon, they've been gone for like 2 years.
Okay.
Like, Mom, I'm starving. Please come back. Wake up.
God, can you imagine like just
The dark
watch the kid
ending.
die?
The evil ending, yeah.
I wish they did something like that. But, like, it was marketed to like families.
Yeah. But I think that's it for the podcast. Thanks for stopping by. If you've made it this far, hopefully you did. If you did, leave a comment down below letting us know what you guys want us to talk about in the next episode, which we should probably start saying that more throughout the podcast for people that don't finish it so we can still get some comments and interaction. But we'll do that next time.
Let us know. Let us know what you think of our
Hot takes, yeah. I
Yeah,
know
they good.
they are probably pretty bad, but you know.
I
Oh
mean,
well.
yeah. I think like for games that I think are bad, I feel like I didn't think I had like a terrible take. I think you definitely had the worst take.
Nah. The game was solid. The gameplay was solid.
Nah, dude, you are blinded by how much you spent on that game.
No, I didn't spend that much money on it. I just bought it. Like I bought it at launch, but that's it.
You're no genuine real person thinks that game's good.
No, I do. No genuine person. I'm just not a being anymore.